time for exact notes. It's just exact notes. Music rocks. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to day 3 of Pop Piano. It looks like one of my letters has fallen off. C, D, E. Is this the same color? No. Uh-oh. Purple marker's gone. Okay. Hey, guess what? We're gonna have a funny looking color here. Nothing special about it, just, there we go. C, D, E, F, G. Hey, day 3, we are going to learn how to do fifths. Now, fifths are wonderful because we have 5 fingers, so they're very easy if you did what we did yesterday, which was use your thumb to play the first of the right-hand notes. So let's review that, and then I'll show you exactly what we mean by fifths. Remember we played C, 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 D, 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 G, 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 E, 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 E. Now we shall practice the fifths. Ready? So I'm going to put my hand back on C with my thumb, and then one finger on each key. So C, D, E, F, G, C, D, E, F, G. And this is where we can start to get into our proper playing piano position. That's a lot of P's. But I'm going to have my thumb on C and my pinky on G. Go ahead and do that. And sometimes it helps to kind of lift these fingers up so that they're, not accidentally just pressing down on the keys like that. Or sometimes it helps to kind of karate chop your way in. So I'm going to start with pinky on G and then thumb on C. Okay, so that's C and G. We're going to go C and G, or I'll say C5, because we're up 5 from there. So C5. And then the whole hand moves over one key. So thumb is on D, and now my pinky is on A. So I drew some new letters on here. C, A, B, C, D. So we're right there. D and A, or D and A. That is not the same as deoxyribonucleic acid. That's the stuff that our cells are made up of, and I don't know, I'm not a scientist, I'm a musician, so something like that. It's a science joke. Jokes are hard over video because nobody's laughing. I can't tell if they're funny, so give me some pity laugh over there, okay? Ha, ha, ha. All right, so here we are, D and A. And then you can probably guess, we're going to move the thumb up to G, and then my pinky is on D up here. G and D. G, A, B, C, D. And then back down to E, and my pinky is on B. E, F, G, A, B. So write those new letters if you haven't already. You can just pause the video and then we can pick up together a little easier. So from the beginning, thumb on C. C and G. C, 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 D. And then up to G, 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 E, 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 E. Let's do it again. C, 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 D, 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 G, 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 E, E. Now when I'm doing fifths, I'm just thinking about what my thumb is doing because my hand is already kind of spaced out about the distance of the keys. Now if you're very young and your hand isn't full size, then you're going to have to reach out just a little bit, but not very much. But once you reach out, just kind of lock your hand so it's the same distance, and then when you move it, it'll be easy. Okay, so C5, D5, G5, E5. And now you guessed it, we're going to throw in the left hand with the C's. So C's together, but now left hand is just doing C, and right hand is doing C5. Right, so 2 notes over here, 1 note over here. And then they both move up to D's. And then they both move up together into G's, and this is called parallel motion. And then we move down to our E's, E5 on this hand. And if you have the pedal, go ahead and press the pedal down. I used to rule the world. lyrics are kind of sad. This is more for the older students, but if you think about what the words are saying in songs, you'll find that sometimes they're very, very deep or mystical or mysterious. He says, I used to rule the world. Like, imagine someone who's like the king of the world. Seas would rise when I gave the word. Who has the power to raise the sea level just by saying it? I think he's using a metaphor in this case, which means he's not being literal, but he's saying that he had some kind of supreme power. He says, now, in the morning, I sleep alone, which means he's got no companion, he's got nobody with him. And he says, I sweep the streets I used to own. So instead of owning all of the streets, now he's calling himself a sort of common worker, someone that just, cleans up the dirt and probably the litter or the garbage that's on the streets. And that's his job. So it's a rise, or he starts off in a position of very high power and then falls to a position of no power, being all alone. And that's what the song starts off as. Kind of deep, huh? Wow. Who knew we were going to get so deep at the pop piano lesson, huh? Well, that's an advantage of lyrics in songs. They add an additional dimension of depth. So in classical music, like when we listen to a song like Für Elise, you can make up a story to go along with it, because all we know about that song is that it's named for Elise, someone named Elise, and we don't know if that was a student or if that was someone that he wrote a special song for, because people write songs for people sometimes. We just have no idea, because it doesn't tell us, and there's no words, so we just have to imagine the story. But in Viva la Vida, we're being told, live life, and we're also being told that someone was in a position of power and fell. Okay, so anyway, that's the literary exposition on songs with lyrics. We're done for today, though. So if you want a review, you can just back it up. Otherwise, that's it for right now. These are 5 chords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C5, G5, I'm sorry, C5, D5, G5, E5. Done. Give yourselves a round of applause. Bravo!